afternoon, Douglas. How are you?
Hi, Germaine. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. So, yes, I'm. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, and you are always welcome. So, welcome to Everyday Conversation with Everyday People. To all of you who are listening in to us, this is Douglas from the Singapore Rugby Union and a good friend of mine. So, Douglas, you are coming into our series 2 of the conversation, and the main theme of series 2 is the big word called pivot. Okay, and I kind of like found out, like pivot is a very strategic sports move, right? So I understand that everything that has got to do with pivoting in sports, particularly in rugby, right? Is it a foundational and a balancing move? Can I ask you on that first?
With regards to rugby, yes, I do coach a little bit. I used to play a little bit. Wasn't very good at it, but I still do a little bit of refereeing. So yes, pivoting and pirouetting is a fundamental movement skill, which you need. You need to scan your area, look out for who's coming. Yeah, so it's important. In almost any sport, I believe. So yeah, pivoting is important. Yeah,
It's
off your
important,
foot,
right?
your heel. Yeah, turning and running and moving. Yeah.
So then that leads me to the next question. That's the reason why we selected pivoting, because we all been through a very tough time with the pandemic and COVID-19, right? And I feel as if we should address this word on pivoting, because right now a lot of us are pivoting and rebalancing our life. So can I bring it into a more of a personal question? Then what is the word pivoting actually meaning to you? In more like a private life situation.
Now we're self-aware of what pivoting is, or to pivot, and or to me what it is to sometimes stop, take a look around, assess the situation, possible downfalls, opportunities which may arise as well. Take an audit of yourself and your life before making decisions or carrying out with actions that you thought were possible. So that's what pivoting actually means to me. And about 3 years ago, I was spiraling, and unknowingly, yeah, it was a bad situation. Career, social, personal life. It was in a bad place. There was also mental stress involved, and what I know now today, because of all the readings, which was actually bouts of depression. Two very close and important people in my life passed on, which then brought about the bouts of depression, which I didn't know I was going through depression, which was affecting everything else as well. And work was difficult, as we had the organization I was working for had people that were not familiar with the scene in Singapore, unrealistic KPIs, and to meet those KPIs, it was basically clients, meeting clients after hours, or entertaining clients to get that sale or to get that lead. Forgetting about your own health, your personal well-being, and your family life as well. So that was the kind of situation that I was in. I was also 86 kilos, smoking, drinking quite heavily as well. So yeah, with a waistline of about 37. It was through a little luck, a little bit of God's hand in it as well. Some good and close friends, and whatever remaining strength or capabilities or fortitude that I had, I resigned my job and started working on a project which I was still interested in. I was still interested in sports, working with the Cham Sitong Sports Foundation on their inaugural dinner. And I was able to connect Nigel Owens, who's a World Cup referee, as their main speaker. And it was only then that I found out that Nigel made an attempt to take his own life. So someone who is at that stature has his own personal problems and goes through depression or has mental health issues, but he was able to pivot and transform his life as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and the people that I met there, once again, helped me pivot through my decisions and the next course of action that I would take. So working with them, I was able to meet people like Jose Raymond, Leonard Thomas, Mei Ui, who basically helped me change my mindset, helped me take a look at things with a different view or from a different viewpoint as well.
Mm.
Doing the social and charity work, enabling athletes and enabling people, and it's for a good cause. I don't pretend to be a good guy or a nice guy. Well, maybe a nice guy. I'm a little bit nice.
You are.
But
You are.
when there's a chance to do good,
Mm.
why not? Okay? It makes up for the things that we're currently doing. And to help people, yeah, we should outreach and help people. So yeah, that's my my thoughts on pivoting. And this was done without thought 3 years ago.
Hey, Douglas, thank you very much. It's very brave to share this, I mean, I'm very blessed to have a lot of speakers that will just come out and say it, because you don't know who's listening in and whose life you're going to be able to touch, with a story like this, right? And I'm just very glad that you've stepped out of it. Look at you. I mean, I cannot believe that you're 80 over kg.
I was 86 kilos 3 years ago. And this is, once again, one of the people that I met. She actually sent me off on my fitness journey, May from the Cham Sitong Sports Foundation. And the anchor or the pivoting point, the main pivoting point was actually my son, who was born 3 years ago, 2017 as well. So I needed to make sure that I was healthy, fit, and made sure that I reassessed my priorities in life, which was my family. Yeah, today I'm 65 kilos.
I know, and I'm jealous. I know how to get there now. Okay, so I'm gonna try.
You try. Try, and there's always help when you need it. Just reach out. Before COVID struck, it was a difficult time. So this time round, I'll speak a little bit more on what happened in March when COVID struck. So I was from 82 kilos. I thought, I'm not able to sleep properly. I'm waking up early, so why not put it to good use this time around?
Actually, Douglas, I wanted to touch a little bit. Thank you for sharing about depression, because a lot of people are writing into us and saying that, can you get any one of your speakers to talk to us on this, because it's such a stigma. I think, number one, when people are depressed, they don't know. Secondly, even if they are not going to own up to it. No, they always think that, gosh, if I own up to it, I'm such a freak. But mental health, right, is very closely associated, and the pandemic absolutely brought it out to the light, I mean, we've got parents who don't dare to face to it, and then you've got kids who are looking up to you, and then you don't know, and you are spiraling silently inside, and then it's kind of like coming to an explosion point. So, when you pivot and you transform and look at yourself today, so it's definitely worth going through the journey and really reach out, isn't it, when you really need to?
Yes, that's very correct. Going through that journey actually transforms you a lot. That pivoting point transforms you a lot, and all you need is just basically one person to reach out to you, or one person to take a chance on you as well. So 3 years ago, someone took a chance on me, and Terence Coop, basically he sat me down, and because of the work situation that I was in,
right,
I had a somewhat of a bad market name, as you could put it. But Terence actually said, you know what, you come work for me. Maybe he's been something similar in his life. I don't know. But because of the chance he took, I am where I am today with the Singapore Rugby Union as their head of commercial, PR and marketing. And,
that's good.
And we can see how much good we're doing within the community, not just on the sports field, but outside of it with other projects with like-minded people and organizations. And we're blessed to have Sport Singapore supporting us and our government as well. So yes, and in Singapore it is a stigma. We're overcoming it slowly, and especially being Asian, it's not like the Western world where people go and talk to psychiatrists on a weekly basis or seek a consultation. But having a group of friends, strong anchor points, reassessing what's most important to you is always important. Because people, especially during this period of time, they're losing jobs, having pay cuts, and not being able to put food on the table for their family, not being able to meet other people. Some people just need to meet other people. They're social people, like myself. The nature of my job and how I am, I actually need to go and meet people. So this was difficult times for me as well. And using it to rechannel your energies. So that was very important for me. And a group of my friends as well, and colleagues. So having good colleagues supporting you, it's fantastic. So we usually have, besides our once a week head of department meeting, we also had a social session which we would just
Oh,
speak freely and have a couple of drinks via Zoom.
I should join you guys. I'm
Yeah,
also a social being. That would be
no
fun.
problem. Groups of five, though, still, please.
What?
Groups
If
of
it's
five.
over Zoom's fun. It's
Over Zoom,
over Zoom, who cares?
it's no problem. Yeah, it's no
Yeah,
problem.
I know, right? Yeah. But I mean, seriously, when you are in such a great conversation, time is always running very fast away from you. I just want
Mhm.
to sneak in the last question. And that is in the new normal. Everybody is ignoring the new normal. I hope people understand that we can never return, to what it used to be. There is going to be a new normal, and this is what it's going to be our life going forward. So I want to ask you, why is transforming so important in the new normal as what you have done?
Once again, it's business has to go on, life has to go on as well. It's easy for me to say this because there are other people out there in tougher situations than what I'm in. But what I have to say is that if you watch Harry Potter, Dumbledore talks to
That's very
Harry
true.
in Hogwarts. Okay, help is always there when you need it at Hogwarts School. So that's what I
Oh,
believe
amen.
Singapore and our government is to us. If you
Yeah.
reach out and you make the effort to show that I'm reaching out, I need assistance. This is what I can do. This is what I'm willing to do.
Yeah.
Help me, please. Help will come. You can't just sit on your bum. Am I allowed to say bum on this? So yeah,
Sure.
and just wait for things to fall on your lap. You need to be a bit proactive. There's 14,500 retraining jobs available. Sports Singapore put a whole list of jobs for the sports community out, even though it's
Really?
temporary as well.
Wow. Okay.
Singapore Rugby Union made some efforts of relooking coaches' contracts and offering
Good for you.
video session opportunities as well. So
Absolutely.
it was all there. It's all at hand. So you need to make the effort. You need to put in the time as well. See what you're good at,
Yeah.
and you need to come out of your comfort zone and that little bubble that you have.
Yeah.
So similarly, what we did is we've got our donors, our sponsors, and our partners. We found ways to re-engage them by maybe doing a little bit of a fitness session on Sunday mornings.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've seen it.
yeah,
Nice.
and promoting their brand as well. Thinking about new innovative ways, actually not so new or innovative because maybe there are other people already doing it. Okay, you see some of the big brands, instead of blasting out their advertising, this time around it's social community messages brought to you by so and so. The best part about it was having like-minded individuals and organizations that want to do good. Yeah, working with all of these people and making sure that what's important to you and your priorities. Once you decide that it's your family that's important and why you're doing it, it's cause of your family, you will find ways, and there will be people out there to help you. The multiple courses online, the workforce skills futures credits that's available for retraining. It's tough. Everyone's tightening their belt. We don't know when we're going to get out of this. F&B industry is hit pretty badly. So on our end, what we're trying to do, the F&B industry had spotted us. They're some of our partners.
Right.
So what we can do now is, or what we've done actually is orders for food to be delivered to our homes with our partners, the partners that supported the Singapore Rugby Union that when we needed them. So yeah, the new normal it's not going to change. It's about staying relevant, putting food on the table, reaching out for support from the government. Like I said, Sport SG, for if you're in the sports fraternity, Sport SG has got jobs available. Retraining, listening to podcasts. Some people don't like podcasts. There are videos as well. Just upskilling yourself and waiting for the right time. I know it's difficult, especially if you've got, say, a family of 7 or 8 to look after. And,
I know, right?
Yeah, and you just depend on one person. There are stopgap measures where you can receive certain credits or certain support, but you need to retrain yourself because those stopgap measures, that's why they're just temporary. You need to find something a little bit more permanent. The government's done enough. It can do more. It's done enough for now. So those are my thoughts on moving forward on the new normal.
That's right.
We can't do, for example, rugby. We can't do our training anymore, but we can work out in groups of 5. We can do our Zoom sessions. We can ensure that our nutrition is in place. So yeah, if I can do it, a lot of people can do it. And I'm usually quite lazy and like I said, uh, not that proactive. But once again, when you're faced with no choice and you've got a 2-year-old son to look after, you need to take action.
So on that note, Douglas, thank you very, very much, and blessing to you and your young family, especially your little boy. Looking forward to meeting him one day. I'm very sure
No
we'll get a
problem.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, in the new normal, you're going to see cats and all more of these kind of meetings happening as well.
I
And
know, right? Yeah.
it's going to be normal to see your kid walk up and jump on your lap and carry on with the meeting,
Yes.
because you've got to work now revolves around your social and community
Home
life.
life. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
previously, you could just leave one segment, go to the other. Now they're merged. They're one and the same almost. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So to all our listeners who are tuning in, and if you want to connect with Douglas, please write to us at www.elpishideout.com and we will connect you. And on that note, Douglas, thank you so much for joining me on my virtual sofa. Next time, I will see you for a drink.
No
Okay.
problems. Yes. Thank you, Germaine. Thank you for having me. And yeah, bye. Have a good day.
Bye. You too. Have a good day.